Good morning, students. In yesterday class, we already studied about Rutherford's nuclear model of atom and limitation or drawback of Rutherford model. Students, now we revise yesterday what we studied. According to Rutherford, in center has dense part that known as nucleus, and electrons are revolved around the nucleus like solar system model. In solar system, center has sun and planets are revolving around the sun like this. Planet Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, like that. In this, electrons are revolved and rotate around the nucleus. But what we studied in that drawbacks, when a charged object rotate and revolve around the nucleus, then change direction. Due to change in direction, it acceleration and energy release as radiation. So what happen? This path is shrunk, it come nearer to nucleus, and after some time it collapse in nucleus due to very strong force of attraction. Nucleus has positive charge and electron negatively charged. But students, such type activity not happen. If such type electrons fall down into nucleus, then atom is not stable, but atom is stable. So Rutherford could not explain stability of atom and other parameters. He could not explain what energy of the electron remaining in inner shell or outer shell, and he could not find how many electrons rotate or revolve in one orbit, and he also not explain hydrogen spectrum. So after that, a Danish physicist Niels Bohr gave another model that known as Bohr model. According to Niels Bohr, there are many assumptions, some hypotheses. He assumed when electron rotate or revolve, neither energy release nor absorb. That is main postulates of Niels Bohr. In 1913, a Danish physicist Niels Bohr removed anomaly of Rutherford nuclear model. According to Niels Bohr, center has already discovered by Rutherford, that is nucleus, and electrons are revolve and rotate in the atom. So Niels Bohr assumed that when electron rotate and revolve, neither release and absorb energy, and in atom have certain fixed stationary circular orbits. That name is orbit or cell energy level. That energy level or orbit or cell represented by capital letter. First cell represented by K, L, M, N, O, or we can represent by a general small letter N, and it is N means that start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 means K, L, M, N, O, or we can move another electron if present. So according to Niels Bohr, in atom there are not continuous orbit, there are fixed orbit. When electron rotate and revolve, that time neither release energy nor absorb energy. That is main assumptions by Niels Bohr. When electron present in K cell, that is this cell have lowest energy. So electron cannot move after that inside the nucleus. That one is lowest possible cell. When electron move from first cell to second cell, that time absorb energy. If any electron present this cell and it move into L cell, that time absorb energy. If electron jump from first to second cell, that time again absorb energy. So like this, it's have to absorb energy. But when electron come higher to lower cell, that time release energy. So when any electron absorb, if electron jump lower to higher cell, that time absorb energy, and that time is spectrum that known as absorption spectrum. We will study in 11th class in detail. When electron come higher to lower cell, that time release energy. So that time spectrum known as emission spectrum. Absorption and emission you will study in detail in 11th class. Students, how electron distribute in different cells? Students, Niels Bohr find how many electron rotate and revolve any orbit. So he gave a formula that known as 2n square. Any orbit or cell or energy level, how many electron accommodate, that is 2n square, means maximum number. Maximum number of electron can accommodate any cell or orbit, that is 2n square. What is n? N is the name of the number of the cell. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, natural number. Or we can say K, L, M, N, O. We can represent K, L, M, N, O. In first cell, if we calculate first cell, means K cell, how many electron accommodate? If K means N is equal to 1, then 2 into 1 square. It means 2 into 1 into 1. Students, sometimes students when multiply, then they are wrongly multiply. So 2 into 1 means 2. So first cell only 2 electron can accommodate. If second cell, L cell, in L cell means N is equal to 2, then how many electron? 2 into 2 power 2. It means 8. 2 into 2 into 2, it means 8 electron. So second cell maximum 8 electron accommodate. In similar way, if we move N cell, M cell, in this M cell, student means third cell, K, L, M, third cell, then 2n square, it means 2 into 3 power 2, it means 2 into 3 into 3, total 18 electron. So that you can find in fourth cell 2n square, fourth cell 2 into 4 power 2, and when you solve, then you get 2 into 4 into 4 means 32, maximum 32. In similar way, if n is equal to 5, then 50. If n is equal to 6, then you can find out, so that we can fill electron. That known as how electron distribute in the atom. Another rule, we fill now electrons in atoms, different atoms, how electrons are distributed. So last cell, if any atom have last cell, maximum 8 electron accommodate. If any cell, that is 4th, 5th, 6th or 3rd, last cell maximum 8 electron accommodate, that known as Bohr-Bury rule. Bohr-Bury rule, according to this rule, last cell maximum 8 electron accommodate. 8 electron accommodate. So students, Niels Bohr gave such type model of atom. Center as nucleus, electrons are rotate and revolute. When any electrons rotate and revolute any cell, neither energy release nor absorb. But when electron jump from any cell to other cell, means lower cell to higher cell, that time absorb energy. When electron come higher to lower cell, that time release energy, and that time spectrum known as absorption and emission spectrum. So in detail spectrum we will study in 11th and 12th class. Now we will distribute how we write electronic configuration of first 18 element. Students, in your NCERT book at page number 50 and 51, first 18 element, first 1 to 18 element structure and their electronic configuration given. So now we write electronic configuration of first 18 elements. Now students, first element, that is hydrogen. So we want to draw the structure of hydrogen. So first you have to write atomic number. What do you mean by atomic number? Atomic number means number of proton. So hydrogen atomic number is 1, that is 1 proton and 1 electron. So atom is neutral. So how can draw its structure? So center is 1 proton, and first cell we draw only one cell, that is K cell, and that is 1 electron exists in this way. So hydrogen electronic configuration, we can write first cell K cell, 1 electron in this way. Students, in 1932, a scientist James Chadwick, 1932, James Chadwick discovered an element, that is neutral element, center other than proton. In atom nucleus, other than proton, another neutral particle found, that known as neutron, and its mass is equal to proton. So to find out atomic mass, we considered atomic mass, we consider that is proton plus neutron. Why? Because electron mass is negligible, very very less, we ignore, because one electron mass is very very less. So atomic mass, especially atom center, proton plus neutron. But hydrogen neutron is 0, hydrogen have no neutron in this. Another element, hydrogen, then helium. So helium atomic number 2, it means 2 proton, 2 electron and 2 neutron also. So first we write electronic configuration only. So its structure is center is nucleus, and this first cell only we can fill 2 electron. How? According to 2n square formula. So its electronic configuration is K cell, only 2 electron, and they only maximum 2 electron accommodate in helium. Third element, lithium. Lithium atomic number 3, and its structure, first we fill center nucleus. So first cell 2 electron, then second cell, this second cell, remaining electron in second cell. But in this second cell 8 electron can accommodate, but lithium only 3. So its configuration is K and L, K only 2 and L 1. So 2 and 1. Another next element beryllium, Be, atomic number 4, means 4 proton, 4 electron. So center nucleus, first we fill 2 electron, then remaining electron we can fill next orbit 1 and 2. Although there can accommodate 8 electron, but we have only 4 electron. So K and L, 2 and 2. Students, another factor, this one is inner cell, this last cell. In last cell, electron known as valence cell or valence electron. So beryllium valency 2, because last cell 2 electron. Lithium valency 1, we already studied in 3rd chapter what is valency. Valency is combining capacity of any element. So easily can find out beryllium valency 2, lithium valency 1, hydrogen valency 1, but helium valency 0. How? Because this do not react, this inert gas, noble gas, we will study noble gas later on. Next element we can write in this way, boron, 5 atomic number. So you can draw the structure, first cell 2 electron, then next cell remaining 3 electron. In this way you can write all elements configuration Kl, 2 and 3. So boron valency is 3. After that we can find carbon atomic number 6. It means 6 electron, 6 proton, and center is nucleus 2, then second cell 4 electron. So K and L, 2 and 4. Students, in this way we can find next element, nitrogen. Nitrogen atomic number 7. So in 7, students, now you can draw center nucleus. So first cell we have to fill the electron from the first cell, and then remaining electron in second cell we have to fill completely all the cell. So 2 remaining 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we write K and L, 2 and 5. Friends, nitrogen, what is valency of nitrogen? Then how can you find out? This second cell is last cell, so this is valence cell. So in this way nitrogen valency may be 5, but generally nitrogen valency 3. So another formula to find out valency either number of electron in last cell or 8 minus last cell electron. So nitrogen valency, how can we find out? Either last cell electron or last cell minus 8 minus last cell electron. So 8 minus 5, then it valency 3. So nitrogen valency 3. In earlier chapter when we write the formula to nitrogen valency 3. Another oxygen, in this way 6 atomic number 8, oxygen 8. So you write directly, write configuration or you draw the structure, first 2 electron, then remaining 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, means 2 and 6, K or L. So students, what is valency of oxygen? In this way, valency of oxygen is 2. Why? Because last cell minus 8 minus last cell electron. So 8 minus 6 barabar 2. So in this way you can write electronic configuration. In your book given the first 18 element structure and all the electron, proton and how many electron present in first cell, second cell, third and fourth. Valency also written at page number 51, first 18 element. So students, now we explain some more electronic configuration. Now we write valency of sodium. Sodium atomic number 11. We know students. So how can we write electronic configuration? So first you draw the structure easily. First cell, then second cell, third cell. Then you fill the electron. You know, first cell maximum 2, then second 8. So we fill start from first cell, 2 electron, then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Means 2 and 8. So if we count 2 plus 8, 10, and we have 11, then 1 electron remaining. That electron move to third cell. So KLM 2, 8, 1. So LM cell, this cell is last cell, that is valence cell. So sodium valency 1. When we write any formula of any compound, that time we need valency in third chapter. But we don't know what is the valency of sodium. In this way, you can easily identify the valency of sodium. Another one, students, you can find magnesium. Magnesium 12. In similar way, you can draw the structure or you can write directly. Means magnesium. First we write 2. Why? Because K cell we have to fill completely. Then L remaining 8. 2 plus 8, 10. How many are left? 2. KLM, third cell, 2 electron. So magnesium valency 2. Another, you can find aluminium, then silicon, phosphorus, similar easily can find out. 2, 8, 3. KLM. So this one is third cell. So third cell valency, last cell 3 electron. So valency of aluminium is 3. Another, in this way, if you find what valency of fluorine. Fluorine students, first you know the atomic number. Fluorine atomic number is 9. So how can you write? So either you draw the structure. So if we draw structure, first, then second, in this way, first only 2 electron accommodate. So K, 2, L. L we know 8, but we have only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So last cell is valence cell. So this one is valence cell. Valence cell. But in this valence cell, students, how many electrons? 7. Fluorine valency but 1. How can? Last cell minus 7 means 8 minus last cell electron. So fluorine valency 1. Either it lose 7, we will discuss why they get valency, how can exist, because last cell number of electron, sometimes we remove, sometimes gain. What are the reason? So that reason is every element last cell 8 electron. Why? Because noble gas like neon, if we write configuration of neon, then We fill first 2, then remaining 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It means neon is a stable compound, 2 and 8. So last cell 8 electron. So it is noble gas, inert gas, not reactive gas. What are the reason? Because every element wants now last cell 8 electron anyhow, by losing, gaining or sharing. By losing, by gaining or sharing. By 3 methods, either lose or gain or share, anyhow wants 8 electron, that known as octet rule. Octet. Any element want to stable last cell 8 electron by losing, gaining or sharing. Similar to attain noble gas configuration like neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and helium only 2 electron in first cell. So what is the valency of fluorine? To fluorine and neon only last cell, neon has 7 electron and fluorine 7, neon 8. So it's need 1 electron gain to from others. So fluorine get negatively charged. Fluorine get negatively charged. In third chapter, we know what is the charge on fluorine? -1. Why? Because it gets 1 electron from outside, from other sides. And what is the charge on sodium? Sodium we know, sodium in the third chapter we already discussed charge on sodium +1. Why? Because sodium electronic configuration is 281 and last cell has 1 electron, so it lose 1 electron. If it lose 1 electron, then it change into similar neon configuration. So it lose the electron. So sodium charge is +1. Sodium we can write charge Na +1. And what the charge on magnesium? Magnesium last electronic config 282. So it lose 2 electron to get last cell 8 electron. So magnesium charge is +2 or 2+. You can write anyhow +2 or you write Mg2+. Both are correct because 2 electron it want lose to get stable configuration. In similar way, aluminum charge +3 or 3+. Why? Because it lose 3 electron. But valency neither positive nor negative. Valency may be 0. Sodium valency 1 but charge +1. Magnesium valency 2, charge +2. Aluminum valency 3, charge +3. Fluorine valency 1, charge -1. Neon valency 0, charge 0 because it neither lose nor gain or share. Why? It last cell 8 electron. So other elements also in similar behavior. We can explain argon, chlorine and sulfur. Now we want to explain what is the valency of chlorine. So students, first you write the configuration of chlorine. Atomic number 17. So you can draw the structure to easily remember first. After that you easily write directly the configuration. First cell 2 electron, then second cell, third cell. First cell K, L, M. So we have to fill the electron from K cell, 2 electron. Then remaining 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Then you have to count how many electrons we filled already. 2 plus 8, 10. We have 17. So now we fill 7 electrons. This one is third cell. Third cell maximum accommodate 18. But if third cell, then it can, this is last, so maximum 8. But we have to 7 only. So fill 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. 2, 8, 7. Directly you write 2, 8, 7 later on in next class. So easily last cell is valence cell, that is 7 electron. So to complete octet, it gain from any sides, from outsides 1 electron. So its charge, chlorine charge is -1. Chlorine charge is -1. Cl -1. Why? It gain 1 electron from outside. Valency what? Valency is 1. Valency 1. How can we find? 8 minus last cell, either last cell or 8 minus last cell electron. But charge -1. Another element, sulfur. We want to find out valency. First, 16 atomic number. So you write configuration. Then first we fill 2 in similar 2, then 8, 2, 8, 10 plus 6. So KLM, last cell 6 electron. To complete octet, its charge -2 because it's required 2 electron. So sulfide, this known as sulfide, and its sulfur valency 2. Some elements show more than 1 valency, like phosphorus. Phosphorus atomic number 15. So we can write 2, 8, 5 KLM, last cell 5 electron. Phosphorus sometimes valency may be 5 also, but generally valency 3. So and it either it lose or gain. Phosphorus may be +5 charge or -3 charge. Generally it's gain 3 electron, P -3. Phosphide, phosphide, sulfide, chloride. In third chapter, if any species ide as a suffix, IDE as a suffix, like chloride, fluoride, bromide, hydride, that is negatively charged. Negative charge, it means that is gain the electron. So easily remember, if any species have ide as a suffix, then it has negatively charged. So first you have to remember only atomic number, then write configuration, then easily find their valency. After find valency, you can write the formula. Students, if we want to write a formula of sodium oxide, so how can you write? First you write the name of compound, sodium oxide. So now you write in a 11th class atomic number, sodium atomic number we know Na, and oxygen, sodium symbol Na, atomic number 11, oxygen symbol O, atomic number 8. So you write configuration, sodium 11, you write in rough work, sodium 11 configuration, then 281. So it last cell 281, last cell is KLM. So valency 1. Charge, what is the charge? Charge is that either lose or gain. So it lose 1 electron. So sodium charge we write +1. And oxygen, what is the charge on oxygen? Oxygen atomic number 8, then you write 2 and 6. So it's again 2 electron, so oxygen charge -2. Then next step, first we write the symbol and charge or valency. Charge generally we write above on the element, and then we cross to each other to write the formula. Sodium Na, then 2O. Means in a formula, what is sodium? Na2O. Means in this formula 2 sodium and 1 oxygen atom to balance the charge, because oxygen charge -2, to balance 1 oxygen required 2 sodium. So a formula we can write in this way. Now you can write another formula, that is aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride, friends. So in a third chapter, first we have to write the symbol aluminium, Al, and its atomic number 13. So write in rough work 13283 means charge +3. So +3 or valency 3. Chloride, ide means chlorine, atomic number 17. So again 287, charge -1. Then how can we write the configuration? First we write symbol, then valency, after crossover their charge. Al1 is not written in formula, AlCl3. In this way, students, you can find in your NCERT book there are up to 18 elements written. So thoroughly learn at first, learn their atomic number, write configuration, find valency or charge. What are the reason they get charge? If the element have last shell 1, 2, 3 electron, then generally lose. If 5, 6, 7, then gain. If last shell 8, neither lose nor gain. If 4, then it share, and detail we will study after that later on in higher classes. Write in your homework copy all the elements, their configuration, and write some formula. So tomorrow we will discuss about some more formulas, isotope, isobar, and complete the chapter. If you have any problem, write in comment box. We will explain in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Like and subscribe.